Here we go.
Here we go. Strong right, strong right. Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Here we go. Go to 54, go to 54. Wide in.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
That's what I do.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Watch twist. Go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the curve.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals nothing. Bradley Canyon sets the kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
47.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift. 25.
Here we go, 47.
Check 25.
Check 26. Check 24. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
53. Mike. Watch the run. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, kill.
3 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Let's go one more. Anyway. SOS. Bang.
Here we go, kill.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, 48.
Check 53 is Mike. It's going to be a long
26.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Prescott, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Right here.
Throwing on 1st down. Sexton. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Going to 53.
Joker. Let's go. Come on.
From the 24, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards that time.
And the Browns first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Off the play fake. Sexton. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56.
Looking to throw. Sexton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Sexton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, 47.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his man, Boyd. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You're not ready.
We go 46. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Here we go, D.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line.
Come again.
Here we go to 54, go to 54, line. 26.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, 4-8.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
26.
First down, Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go, 46.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. 22. Check. Cover. Hey, D. 22. Check. Cover.
Hey, kill. 26.
Play action now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's the second and 7. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his running back, Mixon. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Open man is lost, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm going to run it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Here's tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Undercrush.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sexton. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
47.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, kill.
Now they run with Mixon, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to let this go for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he coughed it up.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Offense retains possession.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator dialing that one up into great success?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.